Hi everyone and welcome to Studio de Sol. My name is Lina and in today's video I'm again going to be creating faux gemstone out of the polymer clay. So let's get started. Today's video was inspired by the Clay Zoo YouTube channel, and as usual I'm going to be linking the original tutorial down below in the description. It's a very interesting technique that I came across and decided to replicate and maybe add on something of my own a little bit. At first I wanted to use Cernit translucent clay and add on some alcohol inks to create the color, but then I remembered that I have similar tones in already translucent clay. I have red and purple from Viva Decor, and I have like a rose quartz from Fimo. So I just revived them a little bit. They were pretty old and dry, but I used some of the liquid scalpy polymer clay, added on just a little bit, and then thoroughly mixed it. And here's how the colors are looking like. The scalpy liquid clay I had was a little bit with shimmer in it. It was the pearl color. After that, I start doing the Skinner blend using these three colors. I'm turning the centerpiece into the triangle, and then I'm adding on translucent clay in between the colors. And then just to make the layer more compact, I'm cutting off the edges of purple and the pink side and attaching everything together and running through the pasta machine until the colors are mixed. I decided not to go too deep into the mixing. This is how my Skinner blend looks like. After that, I'm folding it into the thicker ribbon, and to flatten it, I'm running it on a first level of thickness on a pasta machine. After that, I'm twisting it from the purple side all the way, and also I decided to add the layer of translucent clay on the outer side. Then using the regular white clay, I'm adding a thin layer on top. That's what it's gonna help to create those patterns in the nearest future. Also here I'm comparing the side of the blade or the thickness of the blade and this spatula tool that I have. And also what I was doing in the beginning, I was trying to cut and slice through the clay, but later on I realized that you really need just to smash it and stretch more than slice it through. But anyway, we're gonna get back to it. As of right now, I sliced it once and adding on some alcohol inks. I also already covered the table and put on some gloves. After I did the first round of slicing, I'm going in the opposite direction, creating this little square cells. After that, I'm again attaching and pushing back all of the slices back together. Let the ink to dry really well. It's gonna eventually dry up during the process. Also here, I decided to check how the pattern on the inside looks like. And it wasn't enough for me, like not enough definition in the colors. So I'm just putting everything back as it was. And here where I really started to kind of pressing onto the clay instead of just slicing it through. As you can see, I'm not even slicing all the way through the clay, and more of like just stretching and pressing it down. Then again here I'm adding a little bit of dark purple and silver alcohol inks. Here I decided to dry it just a little bit. I helped myself with the hair dryer. Again, pushing everything up together. And then again, I'm going on, stamping on, creating those cells. And then getting it back together. At this point, the clay is very soft, so it's pretty easy to do so. Also here I've realized that I have a lot of darker purple and silver, but not enough of the white, so On top of this clay, I'm adding another layer of white clay and keep doing the same motion. And here again, you can see how flat my clay piece is. And after that, I decided again to check how the colors on the inside looks like. So I'm just slicing the top, and here's how it looks like. At this point, I think I already liked it, so I decided to keep this pattern and just slicing off the clay. And the process how I was cutting out the shapes you can find on my Patreon page. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description. And here are the shapes that I got. Now I'm just gonna bake them. And here's how it looks after the baking. As you can see, the colors has changed, and I think the pattern is more visible now after baking than it was before. And then as usual, I'm just sanding on the pieces, adding the epoxy resin, let the epoxy resin to cure, and here's my final result. I think I definitely went a little bit overboard with the amount of cells, but I was also going for interesting pattern. I think I wasn't even going for natural gemstone look, but for something with unique and interesting pattern that has some resemblance of the faux gemstone. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And this is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we see each other in the next video.